So this past week, I received a phone call from a buyer who was upset because their broker would not allow the buyer to pay cash for their earnest deposit. Now, I get this question all the time from landlords and tenants, but this is the first time I received it from a buyer. So I thought I would do a video and answer this question. Are brokers required to accept cash for earnest money? Are landlords and property managers required to accept cash for rents and deposits? I will answer that question in this video. Hey everyone, my name is Vojchehoske and welcome to the Real Estate Classroom YouTube channel. It's just a place where real estate professionals can get tools and tips to run a more profitable business and sometimes, hopefully, keep you out of real estate jail. Real quick before we get started, if you would please give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Either way, I don't care. It is all traffic for the channel. Number two, click on that little red subscribe button and the little notification bell. I would appreciate that. Don't forget to comment and share this with your friends as well. Question of the day. Are real estate professionals, are brokers required to accept cash, cold hard cash, for earnest money? Are property managers and landlords required to accept cash for things like rents and deposits? Well, the answer is no. There's no federal statute that requires anyone to accept cash for goods or services that business organization provides. However, that doesn't alleviate the arguments that we get over that. Over the years, I can't tell you how many times I've been in arguments with tenants in particular of why they shouldn't be able to pay their rent with cash, or their landlord requires a check or credit card or whatever the case may be. Because under the law, they're allowed to do it. Now, here's the main argument from the people that argue this point. Let's take a look here. So on your legal tender, which is your Federal Reserve note, which is your $20 bill, your $100 bill, or whatever the case may be, it says, this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. So that's the argument that the folks that believe they should be able to pay cash make, but it's the wrong argument. Let's take a look at what the Federal Reserve says about it, because I researched this pretty extensively and I found no federal statute that requires it, and then it was validated by what I found on the Federal Reserve's website. So let's take a look at what's on the Federal Reserve's website. Now, what you're looking at on your screen is actually an FAQ from the Federal Reserve's website, and I want you to notice that it does two things. Number one, paragraph 1 describes what legal tender is, but paragraph 2, specifically sentence number 2 in this paragraph, let's read what it says. It says, there is, however, no federal statute mandating that a private business, a person, or an organization must accept currency or cash as payment for goods or services. Private businesses are free to develop their own policies on whether to accept cash unless there is a state law which specifically says otherwise. So as you can see there is nothing that requires anyone to accept cash. Now, I did a little bit of research, not a lot on this, but I did a little bit on the state requirements, and I found no state that does require anyone to accept cash. So if you know to the contrary, please comment down below, give me the state's name, and I will research that and update this video. But as of the time of this video, I found no reference to any statute, state or federal, that requires anyone to accept cash. So all right, that's all I have in this video. As always, if you would, thumbs up on the video, subscribe, click that little notification bell, and as always, get out there and sell something.